Happy spring from all of us here at Osprey Wilds. In order to celebrate the changing of the seasons, we've decided to have a very special guest here with us today. This here is Poppy. She is a Netherland Dwarf Lot mix. She's a domesticated rabbit. She's here with a very important mission to represent the eastern cottontail rabbit, which is the only rabbit species here in Minnesota. So if you take a look at Poppy and all hares and rabbits, they all have special adaptations to help them survive in the wild. Rabbits and hares, they are obviously prey species. So if you look at their eyes on the side of their heads, that generally denotes a prey species. And their main objective in life is to eat and not get eaten, right? So they have those eyes on the side of their head, and that allows them to be able to have a huge peripheral vision, which is just seeing around them as far as they possibly can, far more than you and I can. And as I'm sure you've noticed this entire time, her nose has not stopped twitching, and that's because rabbits and hares also have a really good sense of smell. So right now she's using her nose to smell a lot of things that you and I probably can't smell. She also has those really large ears that kind of look like they're on a swivel, and that's so no matter where a noise is coming from, she's going to be able to angle her ears and be able to tell exactly where it's coming from. That way, if some of those ambush predators are coming at her, she can avoid them pretty easily. If you look at those back feet, they're pretty big and long, and her front feet have those tufts of fur between them. Those allow her to stay up in the snow or in muck. In the wild, rabbits and hares, they tend to eat seeds, berries, roots, grass, anything that has any nutritional content to them, because they are herbivores, so they do eat those plants. And in the winter, since a lot of those things aren't available, they tend to eat bark. The Cambrian layer of a tree has a lot of really good nutrients, and so a lot of the times, once the snow goes away, you'll see all these little bite marks on the base of trees and some fallen limbs, and generally that's going to be your rabbits or your rodents. So here at Osprey Wilds, Poppy gets a wonderful diet of some carrots, some celery, some different kinds of leafy greens, and her favorite treat in the afternoons, her dinner, are these rodent pellets, and these essentially are just all of the nutrients and kind of grains that rodents and rabbits and all those other herbivores need in order to have a healthy lifestyle, right? It's not that easy to get food as me just dumping it into a bowl for her. Some days I like to make it a little bit more challenging and give her some form of enrichment. And enrichment's essentially just making her day-to-day not the same and boring, and just kind of mixing it up a little bit. So in her enclosure, we have some colored sticks, and these are really fun, and as you notice, she likes to chew them up. She'll like to throw them around. And we have some cool little kid blocks that she also likes to throw around and to chew on. But her favorite thing to chew on by far is I have a toilet paper tube, and then I like to stick paper in both ends, and I like to put her pellets in there. She'll rip out the paper in order to get all of the pellets. And it's really fun to watch because sometimes she's not very good at it. But it does kind of break up the day-to-day of being a rabbit. Well, I hope you had a fun time hanging out with Poppy and I today. I hope you guys enjoy the wonderful spring that's going on right now.